You feeling restless this year? Well, you've got full permission to blame the monkey in your chart. Okay, 2026 is shaping up to be a year of exploration for the monkey. New skills to learn, new horizons to chase, but along with those gains comes a little bit of emotional baggage. Before we jump in, nice to meet you. I'm Pauline Cheng, BaZi and Feng Shui practitioner. I use this art to empower, not to disempower. Okay, and full disclosure, sometimes I think in 80s cliches. You have been warned. Okay, before we start, let's recap 2025. Now, the monkey went through a lot in 2025. Sure, there were bright spots, but geez Louise, enough already. Okay, so 2025 was a bit burdensome, but now 2026 is just around the corner and things are getting pared down, simplified. Monkey does not have a boatload of positive stars, but we're also done with these. Say bye-bye, bye. Okay, so, but before we move on completely, okay, I want to highlight that the moon star, this one, the moon star, that was in the monkey in 2025, it was also considered one of the intelligence stars. So it boosts creativity and entrepreneurial flair. So it's the star of new ideas. So of all the stars, of all the 2025 stars, the moon is the one that I'm asking you to try to carry forward into 2026 because, okay, in 2026, one of the main positive stars for the monkey is the intelligence star. This is a boost to mental acuity, sharper thinking, enhances the ability to absorb complex information and the ability to turn knowledge into profit or career growth. Okay? It may also spark the desire or the opportunity to learn something new. But here's the catch. To fully tap into this star, some form of upskilling is required. So what's the downside? Well, downside could be overthinking, analysis paralysis. Okay, but is that a serious problem? Not really. Okay, you can use this star to learn anything. Yeah. But of course, if you're being practical, maybe focus on skills that support your career or your business first. Okay. Now, beyond formal learning, intelligence star can also govern discernment, perspective, and insights. Okay, it can also give you the insights to rethink your own internal frameworks or break your mental scripts. Because this new knowledge you're acquiring is directly tied to the only wealth star the monkey has in 2026. The sky horse. This is a wealth star traditionally linked to travel. If you're in sales, congrats, time to hit the road. Okay. In classical texts, the sky horse is about wealth gained through movement. But in today's world, think of it as a vehicle that gives you access to new markets, new opportunities, wider reach, fresh experiences, and momentum in your career or business by stepping beyond your current borders. These borders could be geographical, mental, or strategical. Okay, so the vehicle can be anything. Okay, a contact, business system, visibility, skill, or even a platform. Okay, on the downside, the skyhorse can stir up some form of restlessness or tempt you into escapism. But truthfully, the downsides are minor compared to the potential growth that this star can bring. Okay, and that's it. To show you, that's it. Okay, that's all the positive stars the monkey has in 2026. Honestly, guys, looking at it, like that only. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, because this setup is very clear. Okay, when there are too many stars, sometimes things get really messy. And then when there are fewer, your strategy can sharpen. Okay, later in this video, I'll walk you through how to use these stars depending on where the monkey sits in your chart. Okay, but first, let's unpack the negative stars. Okay, let's start with the solitary and separating edge, okay, which I see as a natural side effect of the intelligence star. Together, these three suggests a big pattern, which is intellectualizing your emotions. Now, that's not always a bad thing. I mean, on the one hand, it helps contain the mess. On the other, it might delay healing. There's always a trade-off, right? Okay, so personally, I don't see solitary as a bad star. Brings self-reliance, independence, okay? And most importantly, the ability to feel at home in your own skin, okay? If you need space for deep study or research, okay, like for example, if you're doing a PhD, this combo is actually gold, okay? Because why? Because the solitary is considered, so I mean, why? Because everybody leaving you alone, you get to focus on what you want to do, okay? So why is solitary considered a negative? Context, ancient Chinese societies, and frankly, even today, okay, is communal by default. Individualism, no good. Okay, so solitude gets confused with loneliness, but solitary can bring peace, and it helps you detach from other people's drama. And in fact, the separating edge is the star called not my circus, not my monkeys. Okay, all puns fully intended. The separating edge basically affects our ability to connect with people, like suddenly a bit tone deaf. Okay, because of that, it heightens the risk of arguments, misunderstandings, legal issues, unnecessary obstacles, and hindrances. It can also mean that sometimes maybe people distancing from each other, okay? Or maybe the truth is, in 2026, the monkey is so done with other people's drama. Okay, that's not always a bad thing. Now, on the plus side, separating edge is great for strategic distancing and detachment. Alongside with the intelligence star, it helps to bring clarity, especially when it comes to setting boundaries. Okay, but here's the caution. It can lead to estrangement. It's the low contact or no contact star. Is that good or bad? Depends. If you're leaving a toxic or abusive situation, this star can be your lifeline. Okay, it supports a clean break and possibly closure. Okay, but as with all closure, it tends to come with a side of grief. Next, we have the Earth funeral and the funeral door. Straight talk. These two can sometimes show up as actual bad news. Yes, that kind. Okay, so grief, loss, endings, okay, and closure, the hard road to closure, can also represent the emotional weight that comes when something ends, like the end of a relationship. Even if it was toxic, there's still grief. Come on. Okay, grief for what was, what could have been, the time lost, the part of yourself that you lost with it. Okay, these stars are asking for maturity and reflection, the courage to face finality. And yes, in certain cases, these stars have been linked to news that calls us to show up, not just emotionally, but physically, for closures that are out of our hands. Okay, now alternatively, they can also represent dead ends. Okay, places in your life where the door just won't open anymore, no matter how hard you push. As always, okay, what I'm offering here is one way to interpret the energy. Okay, your experience may differ depending on how it starts. Okay, now for example, maybe you've realized that your career has hit a dead end. No more room for growth, no more spark. So you turn to the intelligence star to upskill, gain the knowledge you need, and activate the sky horse to seek new opportunities. Now, ideally, you're using the sky horse to create new experiences, yeah, not just to run away, okay? Then comes the separating edge, okay? Giving you clarity and the courage to make a clean exit. That's just one way that the energy could play out. Okay? The starting point might be anywhere, but the pattern will still unfold. Now let's bring the focus back to our two positive stars, intelligence and sky horse. What should you be learning? What kind of vehicle should you be preparing for? To answer that, I would like to invite you to join our annual webinar, Hack My 2026. It's a joint workshop between myself, Jonathan Lee of Ranerchi, and Charmaine Ho. This is a 3-day workshop, half-day workshop, It's designed to help you pinpoint your strategy from using your BaZi, your Qi and your Feng Shui charts, okay? And also we rope in Yi Jing and Tarot as well, okay? So if you're interested, scan the QR code, okay? Or I'll click on the link in the description, okay? Now just a heads up, this is a fire hose of information, okay? And it is very, very business and career centric. Okay, so, and also, yes, replays are available. Now, let's look at how the monkey behaves depending on where it appears in your chart. Okay, monkey in the year 2026 is your time to move. Sky horse is easiest to activate when it shows up in your year pillar. Pro tip, in our Feng Shui practice, when we often activate a client's sky horse sector to boost sales and visibility. So if you're a business owner, heads up, 2026 might just bring chances to expand into a whole new market. But to access this, you need to create a vehicle. It could be your marketing system, your distribution channel, your professional network, even a new or emerging digital platform. Okay? Whether it's for business or career, the Sky Horse also expands your social circle across time zones, cultures, industries, interest communities. You may also find yourself traveling more physically and professionally. So your network is about to get bigger and more diverse if you allow it. Now, if you're born in the month of August, the monkey likely rules your month pillar. Now here, the intelligence star is easier to access, and since this is the month pillar, the upskill should ideally be centered around your business or your career. Same with the Sky Horse, give yourself the opportunity to gain new experiences outside of your comfort zone that will benefit how you operate your business or your career. The only caution is the separating edge. Okay, you might find it harder to close deals or rally support behind your ideas. Somehow, the usual charm doesn't land because you misread the room. Okay, missteps in tone could create obstacles or offend key clients, risking arguments, miscommunications, obstacles, or worst-case scenarios, portfolio losses that force you to activate the Sky Horse to replace what was lost. Basically, the separating edge can also be known as the foot-in-mouth syndrome. Now, I'm not downplaying the fact that the funeral door and earth funeral can bring the risk of bad news, okay, wherever they land in the chart. But hopefully for you, this might simply look like the departure of old colleagues, you know, when we leave people and there's distancing, okay, people who are ready for their next chapter, hopefully. Okay, now, we're born on a monkey day. That means the monkey rules your day pillar, which governs your physical self and your closest relationship. With this mix of stars, your relationship with yourself is also shifting. The solitary star may help you feel more at ease with yourself in your own skin, even as you carry the emotional weight. Okay, a chapter seems to be ending. Now, if you're not in a relationship, then this could be a year of powerful reconnection with self. If you are partnered, there is a risk of growing emotional distance. From your perspective, the connection may feel a bit strained, frayed, or just off. Could be the aftershock of 2025's heavy energy. So here's the thing, it's up to you how you want to respond. Okay, use the Sky Horse to create new experiences for yourself or together with your partner. Okay, or you can use the solitary star to recenter and reconnect with yourself first, because the monkey is literally asking, have you lost yourself in the many roles you have been playing? The answer is yes. Then 2026 is your invitation to return to self. And with the intelligence star, one way to reconnect is to pursue the skills, knowledge, or goals that you have shelved for years, you know, because you were too busy serving others. So what's the one thing you've always wished you had time to learn? Play the piano, sing, paint, cook. That's just off the top of my head, okay? Okay, sculpture, okay? So choose a personal passion skill, something fulfilling just for you, okay? Not because it earns money, okay? Just because it makes you happy, okay? And as for the separating age, pretty good for cutting legacy trauma, FYI, okay? And finally, monkey in the hour. Now, let's start with investments, okay? Thanks to the intelligence star, your ability to absorb complex information is sharper in 2026. Whether you're a newbie or a seasoned investor, this is the time to elevate your investment game. Basically, learn to become a better investor, an even better investor. Now, children and staff, presence of the earth funeral and funeral door could mean that they have hit a ceiling. They may have maxed out on their current capacity. It's time to explore new learning modalities, systems, or methods. Okay, and the Sky Horse plus Intelligence Star together comes to support that beautifully. Finally, let's talk about something rarely discussed. The Hour pillar is your pillar of untapped genius. You know that? Okay, the part of your potential that often doesn't get unlocked until later in life. Which means in 2026, you can consciously activate the Intelligence Star to build the skill base for your next move. We all hit a saturation point in business or career. And while business owners face it, career professionals also feel it, perhaps even more. Okay, somewhere in your 40s, late 40s, early 50s, you start asking, is this it? Is this really what I want to do for the rest of my life? Okay, totally normal. Okay, I asked myself that the same thing 8 years ago. Okay, if your answer is no, then the next question is, what skill could you unlock to help your future self? And if that skill happens to be BaZi consulting, not just dabbling, yeah, but for real consulting, then boy, do I have the course for you. Now, let me sell you a little bit, okay? BaZi Blueprint is my self-paced consultant-grade course designed to turn beginners into confident consultants. Now, if you've always been fascinated by BaZi, do check it out, okay? And also, FYI, I'm running a promo right now, okay? And so when you check it out, when you check out at the checkout point, just key in CRAZEE, horse, in one word, okay? And you will get a nice discount, okay? But hey, if learning BaZi isn't your thing, no worries. You might prefer an annual BaZi reading, okay? So you can scan this QR code, take you to my landing page now. Just a heads up, one-woman show, okay? So no outsourcing. Okay, so yes, a month-long wait is totally normal. I wish I could clone myself, but sorry, we're not there yet, okay? Now, let's see who you've got in your corner in 2026, okay? Snake, your best frenemy. After being the Grand Duke in 2025, the snake is still thriving. And thriving snakes knows where to find the good food. Stick close, okay? The rat, going through massive change in 2026. You can use your Sky Horse to support them as they navigate transition. Okay, you can be their launching pad, for example. The Dragon, loaded with problem-solving stars this year. So if you hit a snag, go to the Dragon. They are built for that, okay? Now, not on the board, but actually the goat, technically, it's not on the board because the goat and the monkey have no direct connection. But the goat has the Sun Nobleman star, which can enhance your intelligence star. So if you want to get smarter, go hang out with the goat. Okay? Now, that's it. That's a wrap for the monkey in 2026. If you found this enjoyable, you hit that subscribe and like button, okay? And if you know someone who needs to hear this, then do share it. It helps me to reach more people as well, okay? So with that said, I want to wish you 恭喜發財. May 2026 bring you fresh experiences and bold opportunities. Until next time, you take care, have a great day ahead, and when you're ready to engage, you know where to find me.